Yes, YouTube, Andy J from AJD All Ropes here with the second episode of the How Well Do They Work in Champions League at lower level. And we're looking at the tier today. Well, we're looking at two things actually. First thing is the tier at level 9. There we go, there's the loadout. Looking good. So let's actually have a look at it properly. So we've got level 12 Blazing Terrans. Now I've been struggling to make this video because the tier is, I've found it very weak. I don't know whether it's my play style, it may well be that, but I found it very weak, so I've had to pile it up a little bit. I mean, my pilot started off at level 1, struggled to get the footage of it performing well. It just gets battered really quickly. So pilots at 24, I've got an anti-control, a shield fortifier, and a heavy armour unit and phase shift going on it. And this, as I say, bot's level 9, and the pilot skills, obviously the specialist one, and then the armour expert and the physical shield expert, which is only at 13%, only about halfway up, but it's a bit stronger than the Phantom one that I did the first episode on. And the other thing we're going to look at today is how the Phantom has come on. If we go through to the Phantom here, I've now got level 12 Mark II weapons on him. Pilots at 33, got all standard, a last stand but anti-control and a thermonuclear level 1 with the phase shift, and the pilot skills I've got running is the special one, a mechanic skill, armour expert, and the adamant guardian. Now I don't know about the adamant guardian, because I'm using him mostly as a beacon capper. That's kind of quite good. So yeah, I'm building that one up. Now what I had to do was I had to edit a load of bits of video together for this because of just the difficulty I was having getting some good footage for the tier. Was a bit, but I tried it with Mark 1 level 12 machine guns as well, Punisher and Punisher T, but that didn't work out so well. So straight off into the video. The first one's got a little bit of live commentary on it. The other ones don't have live commentary, but I'm going to commentate over them as they play. So enjoy. Thanks for watching. Here we go then. So we're dropping into a match. Got all the boosters running. TDM on here, so yeah, I'll see where everyone drops, and I'll drop straight in with the tier, I think. And right, I'm going to go in A because it seems like that's where everybody, the most people are coming in. So follow everybody. Follow these guys, and we're already one down, that's not good. Don't have quite enough range on any of the weapons. It's a shame. Not sure if it'd work better with longer range weapons on. So, doesn't perform too badly, but constantly feel that you have to stay out of the way. Quite a nice score in that match though, but mostly done by the other bots, I think. That'd be good if we had a running total of damage being done, but probably quite complicated. So here we're on Beacon Rush with a little bit from the Phantom. So capped off that beacon, going to drop my ability and run down and see if we can't get the bridge. Because after all, it is all about the bridge beacon in this, or seems to be in most of these games. So we've got someone shooting some rockets there. So I'll duck out, and luckily I've got a couple of buddies who've gone down there. Now look up there. There's some. Notice this guy coming in here, big old last stand on him. So save them getting our home, I decided to refocus here and run up here. And that's interesting. I do love the way that hover looks with that paint job. It's great the Phantom, the way it just takes off as well, any excuse. I love that. It's like having a stunt robot. And an Algen, so we'll have a go at taking him down. Now I'm going this way. I thought I'll just keep going and see what happens. And we've got an Ares over there. Right, I'm going to kill him. Now I start getting fired on from up there, but drop my ability, wait for the lockdown to wear off, and then go invisible. And I'm going to go kill this Ares. And he has no idea I'm coming. I love this spot. The extra 2 levels, it's now level 11, has toughened it up massively. Made it into a right little assassin. Another guy doesn't know I'm there, and he's dead too. And then this fella's gone fangs out, which is not a good idea. And there's him dead. So I thought, oh, alright, let's run up there, and provided no one drops there right now, I'm going to go and nick their beacon. So off we go. Abilities coming to an end, and I'm getting shot at. Someone's dropped in on the beacon, so the phase shift comes in, and it's a Spectre. So I thought I'd get up in his face and see if I can't take him down, and yes, a godlike, fabulous. Excuse me. And then the beacon. The trouble with this bot is it's so quick that you can often run off the beacon without even knowing. So I'm going to rush in here, see if I can get a double godlike, but unfortunately I got robbed. Never mind. So I'm quite low on health now, but I think, okay, let's run this way, see what we can do. And I'll take quite a nasty hit from that Zeus. So I've lost a weapon, and so when he goes down there I'm not too bothered, but a nice run. So let's see how we did in that match. 1.4, not too bad. So yeah, on to the next match. So a bit more Beacon Rush with the Phantom on the Dreadnought. What I like to do here most of the time is, if I'm running the Phantom first, is drop my ability straight away and tear into the middle as quickly as possible. So we've got a guy who's actually coming in here, but I've got the beacon. He's put his shield up, run out of ability, so I've run out, and a couple of my teammates are in there anyway, which is good. So I think we're holding that one. Little long shot there. So I've got back in, my ability's back up, so I see that guy, I think, right, we'll go for him. And then come around here and got to change targets because there's someone on the beacon. So this Nemesis is going to bite the dust, and then this Leech, his ability drops. So have a go at him, take him out as well. Lovely. Had his ability kept going, I wouldn't have fired on him, because I've been taken out enough times that way if you're low on health. So ability's back. This Ares, very low on health now, and now dead because I ran into his shield. Come rushing past the beacon. So back onto the beacon. We've got a Pursuer, I think it is, up there. He's just ducked back out of sight, and we've got an Ares there on the other beacon. So I'm trying to cap the beacon and avoid being shot at by these two. So ability's up, so I've run over here and I've taken that guy on the top. Lucky shot really there, but I got him. So now I'm going to attempt to get over to this beacon and try and finish this one. I'm getting a bit low on health here, but I've still got all my weapons, but I am moving slower. So he's ducked back in. I've got another teammate there as well, which is good. So but he's died. So I'll take him a bit. And then the Ares doesn't know I'm there. That's him done. So now let's try and turn this beacon white. Oh, another Ares drops in. Oh, the beacon's gone white, that's good. So I'm on last stand, phase shift. And this will be the end of another Ares. This thing will kill an Ares so easy. When the Ares has last stand, not so much. Now I don't want the guys to get the beacon, so I'm going to go and stand on it, which is unfortunately the end of this bot, because he's I just didn't have enough health to stand up to it, which is a pity, but that's how it goes. So that game not quite so high scoring, still came top of the blues, and still it was a good match otherwise. Nice one. So back in on Springfield with a bit of beacon rush. So this Algin's dropped in on our beacon. I'm getting the weapons going so I can take advantage as soon as he comes out of phase shift. And his last stand's gone, and yep, got a kill. So Tyr brawling, not bad. Back in the healing mode and follow this Algin. Now the trouble with this build is that I do feel a lot of the time that I want to rush in, which is probably my play style. I love a good brawl, and the bot just isn't tough enough to take it. I don't know what will happen when I level it to 11, and particularly not with the new with the little buff that they're talking about giving it. I mean, I'd like to see a bit of a speed buff. This 20,000 health instant heal sounds from this week's test server sounds interesting. I mean, that will be great. But I think I tend to notice with this as well that you lose your weapons very quickly. So of course having the weapons leveled up to Mark II will probably help a lot as well. But yeah, I always kind of feel like sitting and like you get hit by rockets, and it's all you see. There goes one of my Terrans, one of my Blazes straight off. The bot just doesn't have any toughness about it, but I love it though. It's a really good looking bot. The firepower's good. I think it's probably just not that good at level 9, to be fair. So a bit more range mapped brawling here. Just dropping. I believe we're in Beacon Rush again. So I've come up here and I've noticed up on the right there's a Falcon coming in. So we've got another Falcon and an Algin here. I don't think this is. I thought to start with it was a T Falcon, but I don't think it is, because he's got Exodus on the back of it, which would suggest to me that it's actually a Falcon, but he's tough. I mean, he's got this guy with Redeemers on him, and me, and this Algin with the Vipers, and it still takes all three of us quite some time to take him out. But he's gone now. I've now lost a Terran and a Blaze. So I was thinking, well, do I drop the bot? And then I thought, no, I'll stay in heal. So I'm now down to one Blaze and I'm suppressed. So yeah, just a bit squishy. But I hang out and I keep healing my teammates for a little while here. But eventually I do get smashed by a Scourge. Scourge or Spark, I think it's an Ares, comes up on the left here, and he manages to get an angle. I see, here's me thinking, oh, can I rush him, because I like a brawl. But then I'm like, no, I'm doing a lot more good by staying here and healing. There we go, yeah, it's an Ares with Sparks and Scourges there, it does for me there. So, yeah, not a bad match, but on to the next one. So a bit more Beacon Rush, and yeah, let's get him take off. Yeah, look at that, great stunt robot yet again, off into the beacon here. So I have to stop, hang around, wait for it to change. I'm going to obviously run to the middle now. My ability will get me there. Nice big jump here as well. Yeah, there we go. So I'm there. We've got this guy who's on the beacon on the other side, but I'm hoping one of my buddies will they'll take care of him. So I'll just move this. Trigger phase shift and move this way. Let's go down here, see if we can't do little bit of damage here. Now all of a sudden I'm getting hit from all sides here, so I decided that discretion best part of valour and run back here. And I think, okay, well I'm not going to go down there, it's too open, so I'll try the other side, see what's going on over here on this beacon. So we've got a leech here. And he's got pulsars. Now of course the pulsars have a reload, so I was quite lucky here, and I ended up taking him out quite quickly and easily. And I've got another buddy with a phantom now. I've just refreshed my ability because the other guy was on the beacon anyway. So the sooner you duck out the ability, the sooner your recharge starts. So I'll take him a recharge, get on the beacon, drop it, and let's go and kill some stuff. So a few shots for him. Oh, and we've got an Ares. Now I do love this. That ain't going to help you, mate. I'm just going to, you shield, I'm inside. You know what's going to happen next. Oh dear, there you go. And then just drop back over here. Got this blitz coming in. Bang, bang, bang. 3 shots, his shield's gone. Absolutely, it's an absolutely insane setup. Back to the ability, see what we can do with him. But I'm a bit low on health now. Last stand's gone, and I'm down. But still, a nice little run there from the Phantom. Absolutely fantastic assassin. Only 2 levels more, and it's great. And to round off, we've got a team deathmatch on the moon. So I've actually run around the map by now. I've dropped in, gone entirely to the wrong place where everybody else wasn't. And neither was any of the red teams, so I've had to run all the way back round. That's why we're a little way into the game. I actually dropped on the Tyr, so this is quite a cagey match to start with. Everybody's hiding and being quite playing quite conservatively. So that doesn't really 100% work for me, but obviously in this spot it's a little bit difficult. So you have to, you know, because I know it's not the toughest spot in the world. And we are playing Champions League. It's quite hard. So all my buddies I think are still way behind me, but now they're starting to advance a little bit, which is good. So we've got a leech there. I think there's a couple of leeches on the other side. So I'm hiding in this shield to save myself from the rockets a little bit. These guys are coming, and we've got a absorber shield there. So duck back round here, and then get the healing going to try and save everybody else a little bit more. And then once that's done, open up. We've got the leech, but the Wayland there should be able to heal through the at least some of the damage. And we've got another leech leeching onto the invader there. So I decided to advance a little bit, take a good hit from a vortex, not a vortex, a Hydra there, the most annoying weapon in the game. Trying to shoot him around the corner a little bit, not really being successful. And here comes a Phantom. Now this is quite interesting. So he's come tried to do my trick of rushing up, but oddly he's not done all that well at it. I've phase shift just to make sure, and he's dived back over there. So I get a couple of hits in on him. Then get leeched there a little, hit by the leech a little bit there. So still trying to sort of chisel some damage out. Getting a little bit there, and still taking plenty of hits from the Hydra guy. Don't be that guy, the Spectre Hydra guy. Yeah, so I'm now getting leeched, and I fear that will be the end of my Tyr. Indeed it is. So, not a bad match there. 1.5 million damage and 4 kills. But overall the Tyr, disappointing at level 9. As I say, maybe my play style, it might just be a bit weak. I think it probably is a bit of both, but it is generally a weak bot. But the extra 2 levels, level 11 on the Phantom with the good weapons, hey, can't complain. Excellent. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.